Hello and welcome to the Infinite Escape Room. We are the puzzling podcast where a group of chums make and solve audio escape adventures over a few beers. I'm your host this week, Jamie Gibbs, pushing 40 and feeling naughty. And locked in with me today, we have...
I'm Riggedy Diggedy Mike Collins. I am the unshakable king of Nexus 5X. For reals. Genuinely. Eternal Galactic Space Emperor can never be shifted.
He's unbeaten.
Oh, you went there. Oh my
Disgusting.
God. Deeply upsetting. Hello, I'm Mairi Nolan, and I once took part in a crop circle making competition, but I sadly lost.
Oh, see, I can believe that as a
Yeah, that feels like the sort of thing you tell us you've done at a weekend.
This is what I mean. We're supposed to make up a silly one, and sometimes I just throw in a true one for fun.
And this week, listeners, we are joined by two of the wonderful hosts from Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum. Let's go, Marcus and Nathan.
I'm Marcus Richardson, and I would say that I'm turning 40 and feeling naughty, but that doesn't rhyme nearly as well in my accent, and also none of that's true.
None of it, not a bit.
Oh my God. I've never felt naughty in my life. I'm pretty straight-laced.
Oh, yeah. And I'm Nathan, and I walk like a duck, talk like a duck, so thus probably I'm a duck.
Stands
Love
for
that.
reason.
I knew it. Hashtag Nathan is a duck. Let's get it trending. So just in case folks listening in to today are hearing about you for the first time, can you give us just a little elevator pitch on what Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum is and where people can find it?
Yeah. On our podcast, we solve and tell original fictional murder mysteries where one of us plays through it as detective, the other person tells the story, and we like to experiment with different genres, whether it be sci-fi or steampunk or, some wild world, but it's always a murder mystery, and we have a lot of fun.
I love it. And where can folks find you?
Wherever you get your podcasts. Just wherever. We're not super active on social media right now, so we can't do the spiel of find us here or here or here. It's really just the podcast.
Just shout Aurelius Whitlock into the wind, and then a link will flow through the window directly into your brain.
That's right. A bird with a letter will come to your...
Is it finally my letter to Hogwarts? Oh no, it's an RSS feed. I guess I'm staying under the stairs then, said Harry.
Here's a quick rundown of the Infinite Escape Room and how it works if you're joining us for the first time as well. Each week, one of our hosts will present a custom-made audio escape room for the others to solve. We're part escape room, part D&D, part point-and-click adventure, all piped through the internet into your beautiful ear holes. You join us at Stonehenge, where for the last couple of weeks, the gang has been put in a rather awkward position of having to perform a ritual to make the sun come up. No sun equals no milk deliveries, because we only know the milk folk deliver at dawn. No milk equals no tea. And we know what happened the last time somebody came between the British people and their tea. Looking at you, Sam Adams, you bastard. Not bitter. I'm not bitter. Unlike the tea, which was dumped directly into Boston Harbor. Not forgiving, not forgetting.
That is so topically relevant because I was drinking tea this whole thing and I've just switched to beer. I just knew it in my heart that you were going to do that.
You will see me punting Sam Adams bottles into the Thames until this wrong has been righted.
I have a story about Milkman, Jamie, but it's for very much once the recording is concluded.
Oh,
possibly
goodness.
A Patreon exclusive one.
Okay.
Wow.
It's spicy.
Ooh, spicy about
milk.
Milkmen.
Yeah.
Join us later for whatever that story is going to be. I'm looking forward to it. You have to join us on the Patreon schedule for that. And speaking of the Patreons, I want to dedicate this episode to some of our fabulous Patreons, Will and Shilpa Ryder Shankar and Helfin. Thank you all for your continued support of the show. We genuinely couldn't do this without you. You pay for our legal representation to stop us getting cancelled on the regular and the occasional beer. So thank you so much. Right, that's all that bit done. Let's do the puzzle bit. Are you ready, folks?
Yes.
Then let's enter the Infinite Escape Room. Hey, love it.
Love it.
Okay. Last time. Your time at Stonehenge's Solstice celebrations continues, having just worked out the mystery of the stones themselves and successfully enacting a ritual that helped to make the sun rise, led by Archdruid and famously working-class advocate Victoria Beckham. The sun is in that early morning twilight stage where the dawn should be fully dawning, but the sun hangs low and limp near the horizon, much like a 50-year-old man after a couple of beers. People are beginning to notice that something isn't quite right. You shamble away from the stones and up a short bank when you're drawn to a row of 3 porta potties. They give off an ethereal hum and have an altogether more eldritch vibe about them than your average portable shitter. Victoria's words rattle around in your mind. You haven't completed the ritual, not fully, and these porta potties are the key. You try to open the central cabin and find it locked and otherwise engaged. The cabins either side are vacant, so you pile 2 in each one and close the door behind you.
Who goes in which, Jamie?
Marcus and Nathan, you take the left-hand toilet. Mike and Mairi, you're in the right-hand toilet.
Cozy.
As soon as the doors close, they both click shut and you realise they won't budge. There's no handle
Great.
and no other means to leave. It's fairly spacious, don't worry. It's a posh festival. Given the general mystical fuckery about what's just happened, you figure this is where you'll find the last part of the ritual. Which is good, because it won't be long before people properly figure out that the sun hasn't properly risen, and there's nothing more dangerous than an inconvenienced Brit. So this is what you can see around you in your respective porta potties. Unless I specifically mention something as being in the left or the right cabin, it applies to them both. So with your back to the door, you can see a built-in chemical toilet in front of you. In the left toilet, you see a mounted hand sanitizer dispenser on the right wall. Mike and Mairi, yours is on the left wall. Opposite the hand sanitizer dispenser on the other wall is a mirror and a suspended roll of toilet paper. And then behind you is the toilet door, which is locked and covered in graffiti. What would you like to do first?
I would start with the graffiti.
Yeah.
Certainly. So, again, unless I'm specifically mentioning something that you're doing in your particular toilet, assume that you're both investigating things simultaneously.
Cool.
So the toilet door, much like the walls around you, is that kind of sun-bleached blue colour that you often see in festival toilets. The door itself is locked and you can't find any means of opening them. The inside of the toilet door is covered in graffiti, though. Where is the graffiti? Ah, yes. So those in the left cabin, so that's Nathan and Marcus, you may open up the folder titled Andrex. And those in the right cabin, so Mike and Mairi, you may open up the folder called Shaman. And if I could get a representative from each toilet cabin to describe what they see on their respective toilet wall. Please do not share it with each other as well, because you can't see it. Naughty.
I'll go for ours. Our toilet says call 200905181911504 for a good time. We have a number of strange symbols. One of them looks like a circle with a cross in it. One of them's just a lot of lines and arrows. And then there's massive writing that says, I fucking love mushrooms, ! There is a handprint. There is a bunch of wibbly lines and hashtags, kind of in a range sort of 6 lines. It looks like words, basically. And then the last but not least, things I hate. Number 1, vandalism. Number 2, lists. Number 3, irony.
Nice.
Very nice.
Cool. In ours, we have a huge Maggie B was here.
You read that
Classic.
incorrectly, Nathan. Could you try?
Oh, sorry. Maggie B was ear. There's an apostrophe. Sorry.
Shout out to Patreon Maggie B. Love ya.
We've got 4 symbols, some mountains, a triangle, circles, a little circle with legs, and a strange key kind of looking thing. We've got a handprint outlined in green. You're doing a good job. Very appreciate that. Then 2 other phrases: without art, earth is just eh. And then right under that, you pretentious prick.
As in a different hand, a response.
Yes.
Our handprint is outlined in green as well.
We've got
Should
the
we try
right
to-
hand. Do you have the left hand?
I think we have the right as well.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, it might be nice just to, if we both put our hands on the handprint, see if it activates some
Ooh.
door.
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. So you both feel that pull to place your hand upon the handprint, much like the cave painters of old would have done when they made these initial symbols, this initial art, and you very carefully place your hand upon the toilet door, and nothing happens.
Oh,
Well, we all get like a lot of bacteria on our hands. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You've all got
Hand
scurvy,
sanitizer.
weirdly. Not famous for being transmitted via toilets, but there you go.
Well, I think the next place intuitively to go is the hand sanitizer, considering we just touched a bathroom door.
Yo.
Oh, good
That's
shout.
Very appropriate, yeah. So the hand sanitizer dispenser is pretty fancy for this kind of porta potty. It's one of those ones where you wave your hand underneath, and rather than pushing a button, it sort of just comes up automatically. Written across the front, it says UVC light sanitizer kills 99.9% of bacteria, brackets, and some skin cells. In the left cubicle, your dispenser doesn't appear to be working. It is also mounted to the wall with a single large screw underneath. In the right toilet, your dispenser is working, but it's just hanging off the wall. You can see where it would have been is a hole in the wall of your cabin.
2 thoughts. What's through the hole? Second thought, having any sort of UV light in a festival Portaloo is a recipe for a bad day. It's going to look like a detonation at the mayonnaise factory.
Really upset. Thanks for that image.
Delicate
We actually,
institution.
when we went to Phantom Peak, so the 3 of us plus the other host went to Phantom Peak, there was one of the rooms had a lot of UV light, and I was just shocked by how much everyone's teeth glowed. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the graveyard.
I still think about that. Weird.
Wait,
Right,
wait,
anyway.
what was the theme for your Phantom Peak? Because I went when it was the Platypus Parade.
What was it?
Oh, it was Jonah.
Jonas Com.
that.
Oh.
Yeah, so we had to do the Jonah Olympics. We invented a wonderful jingle for the event,
Don't,
which we think was the
please.
best one. Of the whole thing.
Please don't sing it again.
Every time we sing it, Mairi dies just a little inside.
Oh, that's
Get
I
embarrassed.
used to be professional. I hang out with these fucks.
Oh, real quick as well, just to add, whose toilet was the one that had the single screw? Was that ours?
That was the
That was
toilet on the
ours.
left. That's Marcus and Nathan's cabin.
Interesting. Just if you find a screwdriver or have long nails, I would suggest.
I mean, we could
Unfortunately, Victoria Beckham is not nearby, so just
dang it.
borrow your finger.
So it sounds like maybe you guys have a hole to look through, and then yours actually works. So you might be able to do something with that.
Yeah, can we look through the hole, Jamie?
You can indeed. So the hole is big enough to look through. It's also big enough to put a finger through, or other things. You look through the hole, and you can see into the middle cabin. You can see that somebody is in there, just about. You can just sort of see a vague shape. And they appear to sort of be fiddling with the toilet mechanism.
Should we put our fingers through? One finger?
Yeah, you pop a finger through, and nothing.
Nothing happens?
No.
Okay, worth a try.
You don't need to pop anything else. It's not that kind of podcast.
Well, seeing as Marcus and I, we can't wash our hands after examining the graffiti, might as well take a peek in the toilet itself, see if there's a screwdriver or something.
Sure. So you look at the toilet. It's your standard festival-style chemical toilet. There's no toilet seat, so your bare ass is on bare plastic. It's the horror show. There is also a manual flush handle to the left to drop the duties into the sewage tank below. And that's the same on the other cabin as well.
We might as well give that a go. What happens when you flush anything?
Yep. So you pull the flush handle, and a small jet of blue liquid squirts into the bowl. Then a trap opens at the bottom of the toilet to reveal the sewage tank. It's recently been cleaned, so there's not that much sewage down there, thankfully. And you're able to see that the whole bank of toilets are connected by a single sewage storage container, a bit like a trough, but for your poo.
We could pass things back and forth via that trough.
How are we going to get it out?
With your straight in.
You have hand sanitizer. We don't.
How does it? How does it across?
Like, okay, if we want to pass something to you, we'll put our hand out and kind of flick it over, like, throw it across, and then
as
knock
described,
it wall.
Yeah, there's enough in the sewage tank, presumably, for it to like aquaplane across, I guess.
Like skipping stones.
Yeah.
Oh.
The worst version of that game. So I just had
go
two
on.
thoughts. So we have the hand sanitizer UVifier
Mhm.
in our one was detached but working, so we can potentially shine a UV light around.
Yeah, you can.
inside our thing. My other thought was that because we've got these two doors with graffiti opposite each other, I wonder if there's information on each door that we can pass between ourselves to kind of decode some of the symbol stuff. But I don't know, we might need a little bit more kind of context before we can do some of that. Sorry, so there's my thought. I mean, Jamie, can I shine the UVifier around a little bit inside our mine of Mairi's porta poop?
You do. You rip the UV light off the wall. The mechanism comes away from the casing quite easily. It turns out, it's just a high-powered UV torch. But as the description on the sanitizer dispenser says, it is UVC, which is kind of harmful for human skin. So just don't get it in your eyes. Just don't point it at each other. So you shine it around the little porta cabin, and it looks like a Jackson Pollock painting, as you expected it to. But there's nothing in there that you can see that particularly stands out. I mean, there's plenty that stands out, but it's kind of everywhere.
Love that for us. I want to flag this long string of numbers Mike and I have. So we've got like a really long string of numbers and it says call numbers for a good time. And it really reminds me of the old like Nokia phones when you had like press buttons loads of times to get like letters, because it's way too long for a number. So I'm wondering if maybe you guys have something that we could translate this really long number into something that makes sense on your side.
On the wall, maybe not. We have those comments written, and then we have a couple of symbols. One of them kind of looks like the Deathly Hallows. It's like a triangle with a couple of lines through it. Another one is like Nathan called it as a circle with legs, but the legs are pointing upwards.
Those legs.
It's more like a dead spider, I guess. And then we have another one that kind of looks like a car's like shift gears, like where you pull down the stick and shift into park or drive or whatever. I don't know if we have enough to really decipher what that is. And then on the mountains, there's like a mountain and then a valley. There's like a mountain pointing up and a mountain pointing down, and there's a moon and maybe a sun on either side of it as well.
How many numbers do you guys have on the graffiti?
14. Double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14. Interestingly, we also have 3 symbols, by the way, and the first 2 you described don't look a million miles different from ours. We have a triangle, but ours has an eye inside it, so like the Illuminati symbol. We have a circle, and it's got a cross in the middle with like a couple of little extra bits. And then our third symbol doesn't look anything like a gear stick. It's kind of like an arrow pointing down, and then some lines going across it, and like a diamond in the middle. It's kind of hard to explain, but the first 2 felt similar to yours.
Well, we still haven't looked at the mirror or sink, right? Or is there
the
a
toilet
sink?
paper?
Oh yeah, toilet paper.
Where would you like to go?
Toilet paper seems fun. Can we just start pulling it all out?
Yeah. The toilet paper, it's your standard 2-ply toilet paper attached to the wall of the cabin with a loop of wire. You do notice that the piece of paper that's currently loose, like the end flap bit, does have a single letter on it. And Mairi, you wanted to just yank that paper off the wall. Is that right?
Now you say it like that, I would like to be a little bit less aggressive and gently unravel it.
Spool it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's assume that you're both going to simultaneously unspool your respective toilet papers because it's going to be easier. So Mairi and Mike, on your cabin, you unspool the toilet paper. You notice that it's got, for a 2-ply, it's actually quite nice, much better than you'd expect for a festival toilet. It's got like a lovely sort of cross hatch embroidered into the toilet paper. And you do see that the first couple of sheets of paper do have letters written on them. These are the letters that are on your toilet paper, Mike and Mairi.
Do you want to read it out, Mike?
Yeah, sure thing. So, NATO alphabeting it, we have November Charlie, Hotel, India, Charlie, Oscar, Tango, Echo, India, Sierra, Echo, Alpha, Lima.
Nice. And then Marcus and Nathan, on yours, as you start to unspool the paper, you see that yours is equally sort of plush. It's got a lovely wavy pattern embossed in the paper. And these are the letters that you see on your first couple of sheets of toilet roll.
Nathan, do you know the phonetic alphabet?
Not well enough.
Just make it up.
Okay, we've got Korok orange, Korok tree, reality, and engine, night owl, hotel, night owl, India, dog, whale, and landlord.
Beautiful.
That was amazing.
That was an incredible insight into the mind there.
It's crazy. That was the phonetic alphabet. You nailed every single one.
Yes.
No notes.
Okay, I just want to flag something. Jamie described these. Ours had a crosshatch pattern and yours had a wavy pattern. On the back of our door, we've got a bunch of like waves followed by hashtags, like in an order.
Oh, we have a little crosshair inside the circle. It looks like.
Oh, we've got a crosshair in the circle, but in a different area from the
Okay.
thing.
First word is knock.
Oh, you're just,
Cool.
yep.
Yeah, so it goes wave, hash, wave, new line, wave, hash, hash, wave,
Yep.
new line, hash, wave, new line, hash, wave, hash, new line, hash, wave, hash, wave, hash, new line, wave, hash, wave, hash.
So knock thrice on the.
Wow, how are you getting this?
He's a machine. Just going burn the witch.
On the inside wall. Knock twice on the inside
Knock
wall.
thrice on the inside wall. Yep. We both have an inside wall, right? So
let's do it.
Maybe they should do it since it was your graffiti.
Okay, we'll start and see what happens.
Yeah,
I assume we're just yelling between these porta potties. Like
the poor person in the center.
Says, Korok.
The guy in the middle is just like a really nervous pooper. Like, I really hope they go. I can't. I just can't while there's people around me. And he's just like watching the little finger go through the hole. And he's like, oh God, oh no, it's pinching. It's going back in. Oh no.
Not again.
That sounds like a nightmarish experience, actually.
You've traumatized an NPC. Achievement.
Well, we already exploded someone's head in the last.
That's fair. Speaking of traumatizing NPCs, we did that at Phantom Peak recently.
Oh yeah.
When you improv so hard, the NPCs are like, I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted to be an actor.
Impressive.
Yeah, so Jamie, we'll knock thrice on the inside wall, please.
Sure. So you knock thrice on the inside wall, but given how flimsy these porta cabins tend to be, it comes out as more of a bang. So you bang, bang, bang on the cabin wall. You hear a sudden high-pitched shriek come from the cabin between you, followed by a splash, and a voice calls out, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I dropped my fucking tools in the fucking tank, gotta go back to the fucking van now." And whoever was in there opens the door and storms out.
He dropped his tools.
Hey.
Someone's going to get their hand down.
All
Do
right,
the tools
Marcus.
perhaps contain a screwdriver?
I don't know. Do they?
I'll have a look. And then if I see a screwdriver, I'll call out to the others and be like, hey, I think this is for you.
So you pull the flush handle in the toilet. The trap opens up into the sewage container below. Amidst all the peas and the poos, you do see a large flathead screwdriver that's closer to the left cubicle.
Good luck.
Yeah, even in a hypothetical scenario, I find myself hesitant to do such an action.
I love this moment. It's like trying to how can I need to break the reality of this. Yep. It's a game. 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 Ew.
Marcus, you want to rock paper scissors for who reaches their hand?
I
down?
reach in.
Okay.
Sakram strikes again. You reach your hand in and you nimbly pick up the screwdriver from the tank. Luckily, there's no mess because it was freshly deposited. It's okay. You can hold it. It's fine.
Okay.
And we use it on the aforementioned screw.
Sure. So screwdriver in hand, you turn the screw underneath the dispenser and the little unit pops open. There's no internal mechanism, but you can see that there is a hole into the cabin wall behind it.
Ooh, okay, if we look through that, can we see the hole in theirs? Is it about the same level?
You can. It's the same dimensions as the other one. And as you peep through, you see another eyeball looking back at you. And it's Mike.
Hello.
Hello.
I spend more of my time doing this than you'd think.
Oh.
So you now have, you can now see each other through your respective holes in the cabin.
Not sure what that adds, really. Like,
Just an invasion of privacy. Or wait. Anyway.
I'm pooping in here.
oh, Mike's doing the thing.
This is where Mike's
Mike is-
unblinking filter comes in handy. Just, what you doing? Pooping?
Oh. Can we see anything else in the middle cabin?
It just looks like a regular cabin. There's nothing else, as far as you can see, that is of note between you.
How about the mirror and or sink? Have we looked at that?
We have.
There is
no sink.
No sink, just the hand sanitizer. But there is a mirror. You do have one in your respective cabins. They're a large, cheap mirror that's recently been cleaned, but you can still see the streaks from whatever product they use to clean it, but it's just a nice big mirror.
Can we? I don't know why we'd want to do this, but could we bounce the UV light if you guys shine it through the hole off our mirror? I'm trying to see if that works with the layout.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what we shine ours through our hole, through your hole into the mirror.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we'll give that a go.
Oh, so Mike and Mairi, you're going to shine the UV torch.
We'll move our
your
eyes
hole
so we don't
directly through.
go blind.
Yeah, avert your eyes.
Hmm.
Yes, you can. So you position the UV torch against your hole, and it directs a very focused beam of light straight through your hole, straight through the middle cubicle, straight through the hole into the left toilet, and it bounces off the mirror, which is directly opposite, and shines throughout your cabin. And as you look, you see that on the toilet door, there is a hidden message revealed. So, Marcus and Nathan, you may open
Well done,
the
Nathan.
folder entitled Cushell. Please
Ooh.
describe what you are seeing.
International listeners, these are all brands of UK toilet paper.
That is correct.
All right. We have one of the drawings that we talked about or described previous, the two mountains with the maybe sun and moon, has been circled. And then we have a message that is now glowing with a line connecting it to that drawing. It says, draw the sigil on your palm.
And this is where we're going to have the arts and crafts portion of this episode. I will need you to actually draw the symbol on your palm. Marcus and Nathan, this is going to be fine for you, but Mairi and Mike, you're going to have to describe for Mairi and Mike what it is they have to draw. So get your crayon,
boy.
get your pen, get ketchup,
no.
whatever you can find to hand, and draw the symbol. And please,
Okay.
Marcus and Nathan, do not show Mike and Mairi what you've drawn after you've done so. We're in the game.
While they're
now.
drawing it, by the way, I would like to just let the record know that I think I've solved the call number for a good time. Jamie, should the 15 actually be a 16 in that string?
Yes. Yes, it should.
Okay, for everyone's benefit, it is an alphabet to number cipher, and it says
Motherfucker!
call, the Infinite Escape Room pod for a good time.
Oh, you.
Nice.
So
That's a
good.
red herring, more a call to action.
I was like, I totally like spaced out. I wasn't listening to anything anyone said for the last 5 minutes. I was just solving it.
The one-time win indexing is actually a thing, and it's not even for the puzzle.
Nathan, Marcus, can you describe the symbol to us so that we can make a ham-fisted attempt, possibly
All
literally?
right.
Wait, so I just drew it on my own hand. Are you telling me that all of us have to do it?
You all have to do it. So I need you to
Okay.
describe to Mike and Mairi what it is they have to draw.
I have a really sweaty hand.
Nathan, do you think that maybe which of us do you think is better at this? Should we both give it a try?
Sure. Do you want to
Here,
start? Do you want me to start?
I will describe it, and maybe one of you follow my directions, and then the other person follows Nathan's directions. And
Ooh, okay.
Sounds
Okay.
better.
Okay,
I
I'll
like
follow
it.
Marcus.
This is good.
All right, Mike, this is for you. Start by drawing a horizontal line just in the middle of your hand.
Okay.
And then from that horizontal line, you're going to oh, this sucks. All right. So divide that line into half, and on the left side, do like a mountain that ends in a right angle, like a triangle on the left side. On the right side, it'll be there's rotational symmetry. You're going to go down the same amount and connect back up to the right part of the horizontal line.
Okay.
So far, so good?
Yep.
In the top of the little mountain on the left, you're going to, like, when you see that an angle is a right angle, do that little sign, like make a little square inside of the triangle that like shows this is a right angle.
Yep.
And then on the valley part, draw a little M as if it was like a frosted mountain peak, even though it's the bottom of it, a little M.
Okay.
And then on the bottom left side, you're going to draw a moon, but it is like a frowny face. So like a frowny face crescent moon, the direction it's facing is as if it was a frown.
Okay.
And then on the top right, like to the right of the mountain, draw basically a potato shape.
Potatoes. Okay.
That was a good description.
Mairi,
honestly.
you do, and then we'll compare notes.
Also, I just want to let the record know I'm going to do this in a Sharpie, and I also have a date tonight, so this might be not.
Yeah.
It's not going to. We're just going to
Make them think you're in a cult. Yay.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm ready.
I mean, what is a podcast if not a fun kind of cult,
That's
you know?
Yeah. Audio only.
Speaking of which, join our Patreon.
Cool. Honestly, Marcus did a really good job. So I'm going to describe it very similarly. So if you start with a horizontal line,
all the way to the edges of my hand.
no, just you don't need to be that big. So just like about 2 inches across.
Got it.
Okay,
I don't know inches. I'm in the UK, but it's fine. Don't worry.
Sorry. Hey, we got this from you in the first place. So, about that big across. So on the left side, you're going to have a triangle pointed up. So just about half the line pointed up, and then on the right side, you're going to have a triangle pointed downwards. Okay, and then on the left one, you know how they have snowy peaks. For this, instead of a squiggle line, you'll draw a V at a right angle.
Cool.
And then for the snowy peak of the bottom mountain, it'll be an M, like Marcus said. Okay. And then below the upstanding mountain, pointing up, you'll have the crescent moon with its points pointing downwards. And then above the downward facing mountain, you'll draw a circle.
Cool, not a potato.
It's
a circular shape.
Is that it?
Everyone's got a symbol written on their palm. Let's count down from 3, and let's all show our palm to the camera so we can see, okay? 3, 2, 1, Shazam.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no. I did my line too long.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. I love the variation.
Not a million miles away.
Pretty good. Well done. Pretty good.
wow.
Congratulations. You all look ridiculous. And you're still in the toilet.
I'm fascinated that you both got different things. We didn't describe it perfectly.
I'm happy with it. Whatever I've gone, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, you're still in the toilet, but you've got a sigil written on your palms.
Can we press our hands to the hamper on the door?
Oh, smart.
Oh no, I did it on the wrong hand.
Oh, me too. I did it on the left.
No. Do it again.
I'm left-handed, so I did it right. I got it right.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh man.
Oh, hang on. The ink's still wet on mine.
Yeah. Push it together.
Okay, right.
Perfect.
Oh, wow, it actually is.
You place your tattooed palms on the toilet door, drawn to the soft glow and the thrum of ancient arcane power. The handprint on the door begins to heat up, then burn, then melts straight through the plastic frame and the locking mechanism. The toilet doors pop open, and you race out onto the hill with bated breath. There's a moment of complete silence. Not even the birds make a sound. The hummingbird that was previously frozen in the last episode is silent. What little wind there was has died down completely. All you hear is the thudding of your heart in your chest as you stare to the east. And you breathe a huge sigh of relief as you can see a band of pink light rise above the hills in the distance, followed by the arc of that familiar star cresting fully and rising into the sky. The ritual was a success. Your work here is done, and the sun has fully come up. But before you turn to leave, you can't help but notice that this whole morning thing is happening a bit quicker than usual now. The sun is very visibly rising quite quickly. And fucking hell, it's getting a bit warm, isn't it? It's only when a passing seagull is flash-fried mid-glide and the grass begins to sizzle beneath your feet, you realize to your horror that the ritual has worked too well. You've turned the sun up too high. To be continued, and you've solved my puzzle. Congratulations.
Oh, well done.
Yay.
Well done.
Oh, you did great. Well done, everybody. That was good fun.
Let's get
Oh,
those
that was awesome.
snap reactions in.
I love doing the little Pictionary bit with trying to get the other two to figure out what the heck we're looking at.
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed several of the puzzles there. I enjoy any escape room that has some sort of, separated aspect to it, passing of information. So I thought that was very fun. And a porta potty is a good space to, feel trapped in. Visceral reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I loved there were so many little aha moments, realizing the puzzles and how they had to be solved. That was so fun. I had that. I know it wasn't part of the puzzle. I had that with the cipher, doing me in my own corner, doing my own thing. So much fun. Loved it.
Off mic.
And same for me. I think that I love that you found a way of kind of separating visual information between the two of us and having us pass it. It's not something we've done brilliantly before, having ourselves in separate spaces, but access to different information. So yeah, I thought that was wonderful.
So join us next week, where we'll be taking a deep dive on the topic of what's more important in an escape room, puzzles or narrative. In the meantime, thank you so very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to The Infinite Escape Room wherever you get your podcasts for new episodes every single Sunday. And thanks again to our patrons, Will and Shilpa Radishankar and Halfin, for making this episode possible. I remembered that. Didn't even have to look at the spreadsheet. If you want to be like these fabulous people and support the show, then consider joining our Patreon program over at patreon.com/The Infinite Escape Room, where for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to bonus behind-the-scenes content, unedited episodes, and access to our live recordings. Your puzzle maestro this week was Jamie, and your solvers were Mike, Mairi, as well as special guests Marcus and Nathan from the Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum podcast. One more time, where can folks find you to check out the podcast?
Oh, anywhere you can find your podcasts. We're on Spotify, podcast, all that kind of stuff.
And last but no means least, episode art was by Dom Jordan. Check out his work at domjordanillustration.com. We love you lots, and we'll see you next week on The Infinite Escape Room. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lovely.